At 5:30, Roe versus Wade is overturned. The Supreme Court issued a historic opinion overturning the landmark decision about abortion that had stood for nearly 50 years. It essentially lets states determine abortion rights. Karen Kafer reports.
Roe v. Wade is no more after the court issued an historic opinion Friday overturning the landmark decision that stood for nearly 50 years.
We trust women. We won't go back.
The decision laid out in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health Organization, written by Justice Samuel Alito, finds that there is no longer a federal constitutional right to an abortion. Alito wrote in part, Roe was egregiously wrong from the start. Its reasoning was exceptionally weak, and the decision has had damaging consequences. The three dissenting judges, Kagan, Sotomayor, and Breyer, warn that this decision will have a wide-ranging impact on women across the country, writing, whatever the exact scope of the coming laws, one result of today's decision is certain: the curtailment of women's rights and of their status as free and equal citizens. At least 24 states are now in position to ban abortion, which could lead to a number of future legal showdowns.
It's a slap in the face to women about using their own judgment to make their own decisions about their reproductive freedom.
Conservatives like former Vice President Mike Pence commending the justices for, quote, having the courage of their convictions. President Joe Biden, meanwhile, had this to say.
The only way we can secure a woman's right to choose, and the balance that existed, is for Congress to restore the protections of Roe v. Wade as federal law.
Outside the Supreme Court, I'm Karen Kafer.
More reaction from Washington and elsewhere. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland says the Justice Department strongly disagrees with the decision. He vows the agency will work to protect and advance reproductive freedom. Garland says the department will protect providers and those seeking abortions in states where it is legal. Reaction across the state and country. It includes this from Indiana Senator Mike Braun. He sent News 8 a statement saying, in part, after 50 years, the right to life has finally been returned to the people and their elected representatives. I'm excited to see the states take the lead to protect the unborn, and I look forward to crafting solutions that will defend the unborn and save lives. Indiana Representative Andre Carson issued a statement saying, in part, today is a terrible day in America for women and all Americans who value the freedom to make their own medical decisions. The House has passed legislation to protect a woman's right to choose, and I call on the Senate to take up our bill immediately. Former Vice President and former Indiana Governor Mike Pence says the decision gives American people a new beginning for life. He released a statement saying, in part, having been given this second chance for life, we must not rest and must not relent until the sanctity of life is restored to the center of American law in every state in the land. Former President Barack Obama criticized the ruling, writing, today the Supreme Court not only reversed nearly 50 years of precedent, it relegated the most intensely personal decision that someone can make to the whims of politicians and ideologues attacking the essential freedoms of millions of Americans.